Hello, I'm Rob Chapman.
And I'm the captain.
Welcome to Andertons.co.uk here in the heart of England.
Marvellous. The home of great guitars, average tone, and hopefully poor advice.
Strong coffee, wide vision,
advice.
Tall stature.
So, it's March. I'm guessing it's about March time now. Many of you will have got a starter guitar pack for Christmas or at some point in 2018. Many of you will know someone that has or will have bought one for someone. And maybe now, after 3 months, they're kind of thinking, right, what's next? So
sell it, get a DJ kit, start scratching.
Don't do that. Don't do that. So what I thought would be fun is we've got here the most popular starter pack, the Squier Strat with the little Fender Frontman 10 amp. Thousands of you around the world will have those, or something similar. And you're probably used to sounding a bit like this. Just not as good, obviously. So I guess the next thing is, well, what else can you buy? If you've been bitten by the guitar bug.
What's phase 2 in your development?
Yeah,
as
maybe you've got a birthday
person?
coming up, or you've saved up some money, or whatever. You're just into it, and your family or whatever want to encourage you to play more. So I thought, do you buy another guitar? Do you maybe get a better amplifier? Do you buy some pedals that you've got
just
all
to
over
warn
the
you
floor?
that when you put that guitar back down, it just barely grabbed it.
That's fortunately the fairy YouTube mother.
Am I the fairy YouTube mother?
Yeah. Okay, and everything here that we've got as a sort of an alternative here is under £200. In fact, the dearest thing we've got is about £200, and the cheapest thing we've got is about £40.
Yeah.
So we're going to sort of talk about.
Yeah, what would you do if you had £50 to £200 and you thought, you know what, I'm going to keep playing guitar. I bought an affordable guitar.
Yeah.
And an affordable amplifier.
Yeah.
What next?
What's next?
So, well, what would you do next, Lee?
Well, I think controversially, I would absolutely say before I bought anything over and above this and this, I'd make sure I was getting good lessons. So if it's literally a question of buy more gear or get some lessons, even though we make our living from selling you more gear, I'm going to say get some lessons, because there's actually nothing wrong with these starter packs now. They're perfectly good. Good guitar, average, not great sounding amp, but that doesn't matter.
And with £200, you could probably afford half a lesson with Lee Anderton.
I don't do lessons, but £200 will get you either a good dozen or so lessons with a local tutor, maybe through your school, or at least probably 2 years subscription to something online. So get lessons.
Yes.
But assuming you're getting lessons and it is just about gear addiction, should we start with the cheapest thing that we've got?
Yes.
Or should we go with the one that I think is probably the least sensible thing to go and buy?
Okay, you tell me what the least sensible thing, and I'm going to have an entirely different opinion on this.
Well, you could, of course, go and buy a different guitar.
Yeah.
You've probably, 99% of starter packs are sold with a Strat style guitar in them. And of course, this is a Les Paul style guitar, which is the sort of, the other rock iconic thing.
Well,
so why would
Shall we hear the difference in tone? So we've got.
So that's that guitar. Then we take a different guitar.
How much is this?
That's about 180.
180
for the
Imperial
guitar.
wooden ingots of the realm.
So it sounds a bit fatter. Still doesn't sound
That's me,
great.
mate.
Still doesn't sound great because fundamentally we're still using this basic amplifier. It doesn't feel particularly like substantially better to play than the guitar that came with the starter pack. So I mean,
how much did that guitar cost?
Well, this in the pack is about £200. So on its own, I think these are about 120. I want to say.
Okay.
Like that. So
sure.
But I mean so my general feeling, and I don't know if Rob and I don't rehearse these videos if you haven't worked that out already, but my feeling is it's kind of like the next purchase after you've bought the starter pack probably shouldn't be another guitar, in my opinion. Don't know what do you think it should be, another guitar?
No, I was going to say, I'm always the controversial, well, not always, but sometimes I like to be. I prefer that guitar to this one. And what I would do, over and above buying anything else, is I would take that guitar to a tech, I'd have it fret dressed, polished, and I'd put a new pickup in it.
Okay. Well, I mean, doing modifications to the guitar, but through this amplifier...
Because for 200 quid, you could get you could cut out a humbucker out, put a nice fat Seymour Duncan in there, string it with some paradigms, you could
so
fret polish, 200 quid, great guitar.
Any guitar in here, Rob. Some of the guitars in here are £5,000.
Yes.
We'll put it through this and see if it sounds any better.
What I meant was, over buying another guitar, I take the existing guitar, and for £200, you could make it so much better,
But if all you had was £200 and your guitar starter pack, is that what you'd do?
It probably is, because...
Well, over and you wouldn't buy pedals or a different amp?
I would. Because I want the guitar to be great. And then the next phase would be get an amp.
Well, there's the first marital disagreement that we've had
here. Yes, at home you've got that, but what's the amp at school? And then if you go to a friend's house, what amp have they got? And then maybe you got a computer and you can just plug into a mic pre or whatever. I would want to fix the problem, wanting great tone, at the root issue. Playing and then the guitar.
Well, so I would absolutely agree with you that you can take an affordable instrument, give it to a good guitar tech, and I say good in there, that's the important bit. So anyone can be a guitar tech if they call themselves that. But take
you could put an EMG in that. And then for you beginners, that would be the best thing to do.
You probably could spend 50 quid and make it substantially nicer to play. But anyway, so let's go back to this guitar. So the next thing, and you may pan down on the floor here, you'll see a load of these kind of products sitting on the floor. These are pedals. Guitar players use pedals all the time to give them all kinds of different tones.
Well, the more of these that you own, the better a player you are.
Certainly the cooler you are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a reverb pedal and a distortion pedal, plug them into this same amplifier. So here are two pedals. These are £40 each, I think, at Andertons, and there is some deal where if you buy two, you get a free power supply.
What I love is that we've definitely got 40, 50-year-old players who've been playing for 30 years watching this video going, why am I watching this video? But they still are watching this video. Hello.
So there we go. Right, let's plug these in. You can see how this works. You just plug them into with a 9-volt power supply. You grab another guitar lead.
Do you want my lead or do you want to take from here?
I will take this out of here, pop it in here, and give you... Have I just done that the wrong way around?
That's fine. Just put the other end in the amplifier.
Yes, you're totally right. That's what I've done. Okay, so... I've got all my
careful
lead
with that mic
up.
position because it's making all the difference to this.
So here is our basic guitar sound with no pedals. So the first thing I've done is add reverb, which I think makes a massive difference to how good your guitar amp sounds. You're going to hear the reverb is that kind of room echoey effect. And then I've just got a much better sounding distortion pedal than what's built into the amp. So obviously there's loads of pedals on the market. This particular brand, Landlord, does the more affordable stuff. There's loads of different pedals, loads of different effects you can get, but you can see a simple reverb and distortion quite quickly improves the overall tone.
Yeah, and for me, the reverb is the biggest improvement.
Totally.
Immediately. Can I throw another curveball in?
Throw that curveball.
throw away those.
Yeah.
Get a tuning pedal.
Well,
Because-
there's a tuning pedal in this range as well.
Right.
And actually, in fairness, most packs come with a tuner,
Oh,
like
okay.
a clip-on
If
tuner.
you've got a tuning already, fine. If you haven't, the first thing I would ever buy
Yeah.
is a Boss TU3.
Yeah.
It'll last you forever. It's a pedal for life, sir. You'll never need another one. And unless your
I
dog
still think, again,
runs off with it.
you know, if you've got a 100 or 200 pound guitar pack, you know, again, spending like 80 pounds on a tuner pedal just seems...
Buy right first, never buy second.
No, all of
Again.
that, 100%. If you buy, you know,
time.
you could be touring the world and still have the Boss TU3,
Yeah.
but there's a bit of me that says, you know, you can spend 10 quid on a clip-on tuner, it'll still do a job.
Yeah.
And then you've got that other 70 pounds or whatever to spend on something you might have a bit
I
more
would
fun
buy
with.
the TU2 or TU3 or even better still, get the Wazacraft black one because it's true bypass. And make sure that all the pedals you buy are true bypass. That will really help you in your quest for incredible tone.
I think you've just confused the audience with that true bypass statement. Now, one of the things that you could do, some people,
If you want more,
if you just want more stuff, something like this, which is £100, is a little multi-effects unit. Now imagine just loads and loads of pedals in one box. So this is the GE100. I'm just in what's called its preset mode. So that as I scroll through pressing these up and down buttons here, I'm going to go through loads of different presets. You can change all these yourselves, re-edit them, add more effects, take some away, whatever. But you know, this is like a good drive tone. Here we go. There we go for a bit of Can I get a zoom in on this? Bit of clean phaser. It's not really going to work.
what's the volume? Blues? Okay.
Chorus. Anyway, loads and loads of different ones. What you can also do, if I go back to that first sound that Rob had, is there's little drum machines in here and looper pedals. I mean, it's got bucket loads of stuff in here. So here we go. So you might decide that the best thing to, you know, for £100 to add on. Talking about your comment about tuners and stuff.
There's
These
one in
kind
it.
of devices, you get everything in these: tuners, loopers, lots of different effects, wah pedals. £99 buys you actually quite a lot of stuff. I'm potentially going to thinking this might be what I would do first. But anyway, so that's that.
Okay.
Lastly,
Lastly,
anyway, I'm sure I don't think there's anything else that we've sort of obvious that we've missed out. Lastly, of course, is just get rid of this and just replace it with something else. And right now, for
this
us
is the
anyway,
best something else.
Yeah, the Boss Katana 50, which is this little guitar amplifier here. It's one of a number of very cool little guitar amplifiers that you can buy for that kind of money, but it's probably our favourite.
Yes, and I've personally just toured one of these across America. Well,
So-
actually, the slightly bigger
The
version,
100-watt one, yeah.
but it's great.
It's the same thing, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just a slightly bigger amp, but...
you can play all sorts of sounds and fun, and you could have big reverb. Or you could have an effect maybe, or this kind of thing. You could make it really crazy. And before you know it, you're creating music and having fun, and then you magnetically attract the opposite or same sex. You know, money, food,
fame, fortune.
Before you know it, you are Captain Lee Anderton.
Everything that you heard through the amp, effects and everything, was coming from the amp. The Katana has lots of different types of distortion built in. It has choruses and reverbs and delays and all that kind of stuff. It can even be linked up to your computer, where you can deep edit your sounds and get things that you like. So
probably,
that's great.
Almost just as important is that you can play it really, really quietly. And if you're a younger guy, girl at home, and you want to have a proper little shred,
you can still hear us talk over that. It's very, very quiet. Has it got a headphone socket?
Yeah, it has.
It has as well,
and also, I'm turned up loud.
You can get really quiet. I don't even know you can hear that now through the amplifier. So there we are. This is why you need lessons, you see? Because you probably can't do that if you only had the guitar since Christmas, unless you're some unbelievable child prodigy and you've done nothing for the last 10 weeks than religiously play the guitar.
Almost every 10-year-old kid I've ever seen playing has been able to do all that kind of stuff.
No. Anyway, so look, there you go. That was hopefully a helpful video about, you know, what's best for you next to buy. So in conclusion, for me personally, the extra £200, definitely. That's for me the first thing to go is get rid of the little amp it comes with, get the better amp. Or if you can't stretch to that and you're going to stick with the little amplifier, absolutely go and grab yourself something like this.
You know what? And also, if they only give you 200 quid, just go, you know, like do something else and complain and get more. Or get a job, paper round, if people still do paper rounds, and get like another 200 quid, and then get the amp and pickups and strings, you know, that kind of thing.
You will never be short of things that you'll want for Christmas or birthdays or any other life event.
Welcome to the end of your wallet.
Anyway, if this is the first Andertons video you've bothered to watch because you're new to the guitar game, I hope you liked it.
Welcome to the family.
Yes, there's tons and tons of other videos on this channel. Have a look down below for more information. And anyway, I've been the Captain.
I've been Chappers.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Shot, sir.